So I want to share with you guys a clip here of Mike Tyson making a beautiful, simple, profound point in regards to life and death and atheism, which, you know, if you stop and really think about and ponder upon what he's saying, I would say in many ways it's far more profound than a powerful argument for God's existence. He talks about the reality of life and death, and the point he makes is that any sane, rational human being, you know, if you really stop and think about what life is and what death is, and you really ponder upon it and engage these ideas, you can't help but acknowledge that there must be something greater than you. You know, but death is one of those things that we don't want to think about. It's one of those things that we're all aware of. We all know we're going to die, whether you're an atheist or a Buddhist, whoever you are. And we realize this very soon in life. But we don't think about it. We don't ponder upon it. We don't give it time, because it's almost in our minds that, you know, it's counterproductive from a worldly perspective, because it's the end of everything that we're aspiring towards, everything that we're really thinking about and trying to attain. To reflect upon death is a powerful thing, because when you really stop and think about the fact that you're going to die, and that's an inevitable reality that's gonna come to pass, and you're going to die, and you really let that sink in, then that really opens your mind up to the reality of what else may be out there, and it humbles you as well. Most atheists online on YouTube these days, they're just youngsters, just kids, right? They're just doing whatever they want to do. They're completely reckless and careless, and are just engaged in, fully immersed in this worldly life, right, at the moment. But, you know, I'd love to come back to them in maybe 20 years, 30 years, 40 years from now, when they're closer to death, and see where they stand then. But it's just the nature of human beings. We think, especially when we're young, we think we're here forever and we're not going to go anywhere. But that's not true. So anyway, without further ado, let me play the clip for you guys, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Assalamu alaikum.
But I have a lot of respect for Mike, because he's just so honest and sincere. I mean, I noticed that over the years, watching you so many times. And I respect him because he's a survivor. You know, he went through all of this stuff. And look, when you go through all of this stuff in life and you come out, you don't have to say on top, but you come out in the position you're in now, you got to respect that. And I have a lot of respect for that. And I'm not just blowing smoke. I'm being honest with you.
I'm just grateful. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. Sometimes, you know, I was just relapsed on drugs and OD'd a year ago. You know, it's all about giving up. You know,
Yeah.
just submitting to life. And I tell you else I wanted to say, when you said you was a man of faith, I think everybody, even the atheists, when it comes, some part of their life, it comes that, well, I do believe, I'm a believer.
Yeah.
You can't die, you know, if you have any kind of real logic of who you are. It's almost, I don't know, because I don't know how people think, but how do you die? Do you go into your grave believing that there's no greater being than you, that you're the greatest force in the world and there's nothing greater than you that you have to bow to? How do you go to your grave thinking that?
It's hard. I'll tell you what, Mike, that night that they walked me in that room, I grew up as a Catholic, but I wasn't religious at all, but I was praying, man. You think you're meeting your maker, you
but
pray.
What do they say? Have you been, this is what I wanted to ask you. Have you been around like this and you knowing this guy's getting ready to die soon?
Yeah.
And then, like we're all hanging out, like all of us in here, and we're all drinking, talking like right now. And you know, this guy's going to die in probably 20 minutes, if not an hour. If he's lucky, in an hour, huh?
Yeah, it's tough. It really is. I mean, you got to have kind of an animal nature if it doesn't bother you.